Hi everybody, my name is Alison McGuire. I'm the head coach here at Orange Theory Midtown Tulsa. This is Josh, one of our other coaches here. So one thing that we hear commonly from all of our members is that they can't reach the orange zone anymore on the treadmill. So Josh and I have, for the last few months, have kind of toyed around with the idea of raising our base pace and lowering our push pace. And it has helped Josh and I become better runners, so we kind of wanted to give you guys some tips as well. So Josh, kind of tell them about this experiment we're going to do today with one of our fitness consultants, Lindsay.
Awesome. Yeah, so here in a second, we're going to show you guys two examples. The first example is going to be what we see the most from you guys, which is some very impressive high push paces and then some impressively low base paces. So on those base paces, we're going to show you, especially with, like, she's our fitness consultant, Lindsay, how fast her heart rate recovers. She's a big runner, so like some of you guys are, and as your heart gets more conditioned, when you get those low base paces, your heart's going to recover too much. We're going to show you how far and how long it takes you to get into the orange zone, and then we're going to show you an example after that of how we recommend you to do it, which is taking your base pace up and adjust that push pace as you go. So we're going to have her hold a higher base, and we're going to take her push pace to that same level and show you what even just a 1 minute push into a 1 minute base can do for you. So we're going to show you some examples.
As you can see, Lindsay's at our base pace speed right here. So Lindsay, we're going to take it up to a push pace here for 1 minute, all right? Let's take it to a push in 3, 2, 1. Let's push, Lindsay. So Lindsay was on the very low end of what should have been her base pace. So as you can see, her push is at a 9.5 right here. She's already into that green zone. She should have been in that green zone when she was in that base pace, but she was just at the very end of the blue zone right there, which sometimes we see a lot of our members do that. Lindsay, you got about 30 seconds left in this push, and we are still not in that orange zone yet. Seconds. So part of what's important about raising up our base more than we think we probably can is that it does take us a while to get to that orange zone when we do have those lower base pace speeds. Lindsay, take it down to base in 3, 2, 1, base pace. So Lindsay got all the way up to a 9.5 to 10 miles an hour right there and still did not make it to the orange zone. Now she's back at 6 miles an hour. Her base pace speed right here still has about 45 seconds left. And then heart rate continues to drop. "30 seconds left in your base pace, Lindsay. So as you guys can see, we're almost even down to that blue zone right here. The green zone is where we want that base pace, absolutely, but we're on somewhat of the low end of that base pace percentage, that green zone. We want to try to keep it on the higher end of that green zone percentage there. In 3, 2, 1, Lindsay, you can relax if that's tough one.
We're going to get example 2 going now. So Lindsay, go ahead and jump into that quicker base pace that we talked about. As you guys saw in example 1, she was at a 6 miles an hour on that base. For her, that was a lot lower than it should be. We are taking her all the way to an 8. Now, this is experimental. We're working with her for the first time, like we want to work with you guys, but we're taking her to that 8, which we're hoping to get her into the middle of that green zone. That way, when we take her to that same push pace, she's going to get, hopefully, into that orange a lot quicker than, or get into that orange zone, period, on this next push pace. So we're going to give her, you're going to be here for about a minute. We've got about 35 seconds left here. There we go. As you can see already into that green zone, a lot quicker than last time. We'll give you about 15 more seconds here. We're going to get going on this push. Now what I'm going to want her to look for is that same push pace. We're going to be at that 9.5, where she was in that first example. We're going to take her that 9.5 push pace for 1 minute, and we're going to bring her back down for another minute base pace. So let's take it up in 3, 2, 1, push pace. So check it, she's already at that 80. We're taking it up. We're going to see exactly what time she hits that orange zone here. Now with a lot of you guys that are runners and have been runners in the past, this will always be a challenge for you. As your heart gets more conditioned, it will be more challenging if you get to that orange zone. But as you see right there, 25 seconds in, she's already to that orange zone. She's a lot better than that last. We're gonna keep her here, 25 more seconds. Here in about 15 seconds, we're going to take her back down to that base, but this is where we get a lot of you guys. You guys drop it down to that lower base. Watch what happens when we keep her at that regular base that we started her at. Let's take it down to base in 3, 2, 1, base. She's back to that 8. Let's see how long she stays at that orange zone before dropping out. Now, a reminder as well, this is someone whose heart rate recovers super quickly. She's been a big runner for a while, running half marathons over and over again. So her heart rate recovers really quick, and even still right there, 25 seconds in, she's back to that green zone. But let's see how low she drops by the time this next push would start. All right, we got 20 seconds left here, and she's still floating at that 83, which is great. And that's what we want. If you are going to drop out of that green zone, that's where we want you, dropping right out of it. So when we get her into this next push, she would get right back into that orange zone. Now, I'm not going to make her do that, so Lindsay, you go and relax in 3, 2, 1, relax. All right, guys, I hope you learned something from this video today. I just challenge you guys to keep thinking about taking that base up. Always keep that in mind. Remember, more of that work's gonna happen in that base pace than any other pace. So always remember, it's challenging, but doable. Emphasis on that challenging. If you ever feel like you're relaxing back to that doable pace or in a recovery, like, thank God it's my base, remember that it's still a challenge. That's where most of your work's happening. Keep that heart rate up and keep increasing that base. Always ask us if you have any questions. Anything to add?
Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, OTF Midtown Tulsa.